Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamlyn and this is Sewing on the Tyne. So before we go any further, I just want to say if my voice is a little bit strange or croaky, I've somehow managed to get a cold in May. I had to work out what month it was then. Yeah, came down with like a horrible cold yesterday and I'm fighting it at the moment. So I'm feeling a little bit like my voice is a little bit deeper than usual and I'm a bit sniffly. So hopefully that won't be too obvious throughout this video. So I'm here today to talk to you about my sewing plans for this weekend. And this weekend I'm going to be doing something really lovely with my mum. A little while ago, a few weeks ago, a lady called Sarah, who is Sarah Diane Creative, posted on Instagram about a sewing retreat that she was going to be running in Bedford, which is sort of South England. My geography's not brilliant, but yeah, it's quite a few miles and hours away from Newcastle. But she posted about this retreat and it just sounded perfect. It's 3 days of pretty much uninterrupted sewing, eating, which is great, a candlelit yoga session, which is perfect for my mum especially as she's such a yogi, is that the word? So yeah, it just sounded perfect. I'm on half term this week from work, so I've got a week off, and we always, myself and my mum, used to always go on holiday in this week off. We would usually go to Cyprus for a week and relax, and we haven't done that for the past 2 or 3 years. And we just wanted something where we could go away together, spend a little bit of time together, and now that my mum's into dressmaking, this seemed like the perfect opportunity. So as I mentioned, it's being run by Sarah Fletcher, who has her own business as Sarah Diane Creative, and she teaches all sorts of workshops. I know she's done a jeans making workshop at Tees Creatives run by Jen, and yeah, she teaches lots of classes all over the place. So she's going to be running the retreat with assistance from Georgina, who is on Instagram as Sew in the Garden. So yeah, the two of them, Sarah and Georgina, are going to be there for the full 3 days and will be on hand to help us out. So as we're working on our projects, they will be there as assistance and guidance, and yeah, it's going to be great. So we can take whatever projects we want. Obviously we provide everything ourselves. We take our machines along. I know they'll have some equipment there like overlockers, irons, that sort of thing, but we take our own machines, take our own fabric, patterns, things like that, and yeah, just have a lovely 3 days of sewing. So I'm super excited. Before I go any further, I keep forgetting, I need to tell you what I'm wearing. So what I'm wearing is the Named Clothing Kilo wrap dress. This is made using a lovely patchwork jersey fabric, viscose jersey I think it is, from Minerva Crafts, which was sent to me in return for me writing a blog post for them, which will be up in a few months' time, I think, a few weeks or a few months. Now, if you're interested in getting involved with the Minerva Crafts blog, they are always open for applications, I believe. So if you go on their website, which I'll link below, you can apply to blog for Minerva, which is great. I know quite a lot of people do it, and it's sort of no pressure, because if there's a month where there's no fabrics that interest you, or you're too busy, you've got other things going on, you don't need to blog that month. It's quite a nice way of getting involved with the sewing community, you know, testing out some new fabrics that you might not have tried before, and yeah, I really enjoy it. And also this, I've wanted to make this pattern for so long. The Kilo wrap dress is just something I've seen so many times on Instagram and YouTube, and it looks incredible on everybody that I've seen wearing it, and it's taken me this long to make it, but I'm so happy, and it's definitely not going to be the only one. I've made the full length version, as you'll see from the pictures, but I know you can make sort of a shorter version, or you can make one with sleeves, which is great. So yeah, I think there'll be a few more of these in my life. Let's try and ease my achy throat with some tea. I'm drinking jasmine green tea today. So back onto the sewing retreat. So as I said, it's in Bedford. The accommodation is a place called the Embankment, and that is on the banks of the River Ouse. So from the photographs it looks like such a lovely location. Hopefully the weather will be okay so we can have like a nice walk along the river and things like that. Yeah, I thought I would run you through sort of the plans for the different days. Now we have actually extended our trip by an extra day because it would take about 4.5 hours to drive to Bedford, and we didn't really want to do that drive on Friday morning and then have to go straight into a day of sort of socialising with people and sewing and, you know, when we probably just want to sleep. So we're actually going down on Thursday. I had a little look on the map, and as I do, and I'm sure a lot of you do, if you're ever going somewhere new, you kind of either base your journey around fabric shops or you try and see what's in the local area just to sort of, you know, test it out, see where you can go. So I had a little look, and I'd planned on possibly going to Harrogate, as I know there's a couple of shops there, but then I looked at Ashby, and I've talked to you about Ashby before and the wonderful Sew Your Own Wardrobe shop that is in Ashby de la Zouch. It is a pretty convenient journey to go from Newcastle to Ashby, do a little bit of shopping at Sew Your Own Wardrobe, and then head over to Bedford on Thursday late afternoon. So that is our plan. And what's even better, and it's something I can share with you, is this week Sew Your Own Wardrobe are offering 10% off everything, so all online orders and in-store shopping. So that's really handy for us for Thursday and also for you. So I'll leave a link to their website down below. They've got loads of gorgeous fabrics on there. You can get 10% off your order until I think it is Sunday the 2nd of June. So yeah, a few days left to take advantage of that. So then on the Thursday evening when we arrive in Bedford, we'll probably just go for a little wander around, explore the town I've never been before, and find somewhere to go for a meal and, you know, relax a little bit. And then on Friday morning, late morning, we will meet Sarah, Georgina and the other people that are attending the retreat. We are going to be having a buffet lunch and then spending the afternoon in the sewing room. Now we've got access to the sewing room for the full 3 days, can do as much or as little as we want. I'm really looking forward to that. It will also be quite nice to cut out and sew without cats climbing all over my stuff. So as gorgeous as my cats are and as much as I'll miss them, I'll probably be a little bit more productive, although I might be talking quite a lot, so we'll see. So we can be in the sewing room until 6 p.m. on the Friday evening, at which point we can then go off by ourselves, go for a walk along the river if the weather's nice. We can go and relax in the bar, which sounds appealing. And then we get together in the evening in the restaurant for a meal, which will be lovely. Then on the Saturday, it's pretty much a similar day, so breakfast quite early. We can be in the sewing room from 9:30 until 4:30. There'll be a buffet lunch in the middle of that. And then we've got a candlelit yoga session, which will be awesome, really relaxing and perfect. I guess that after sort of 2 full days of sewing, we might be feeling quite achy in the shoulders and the back. So that'll be really nice to just relax ourselves and, you know, feel calm. Then again, we have some time on our own and then we get back together for an evening meal. And then on the Sunday, we again have breakfast, have a few hours of sewing, and then we can sort of leave in our own time, I think. And I know that we'll want to make full use of the facilities and the company and the assistance from Georgina and Sarah, but also we will have a 4.5 hour drive back on the Sunday evening, back up to Newcastle. And then I'm back at work on the Monday morning, so we may leave a little bit earlier on the Sunday afternoon. We'll just see how things are going. So yeah, I just thought you might be interested in hearing about that retreat. If you happen to be watching this and also be attending the retreat, please let me know. And I will be filming a video after the retreat to tell you all about it. But I just thought I would share with you the projects that I'm going to take. Now, I by no means expect to get these completed, but I'm just taking a few different things. I don't just want to take one big project because I might get a bit fed up of it, I might fancy a change, I might want to do something else. But I thought I would show you what I'm going to take. So the first thing, and sort of the main thing I'm going to focus on, is my Eden coat. Now I showed you the fabric, the main fabric that I bought for this, which I bought in New York, but I've now also purchased the lining fabric, so I thought I would show you that. So the Eden is the Tilly and the Buttons most recent pattern. It's a jacket, or you can make it as sort of a duffel coat version. I'm going to be making the jacket. I'm not going to put on the storm flaps. I'm just not really keen on that look, and I think on the back it also has the flap, and I think I'm going to leave that off as well. So yeah, I'm just going to go for sort of the standard jacket version, but without those extra flappy details. As you'll remember from my previous video, this is my incredible waterproof fabric that I've got to make it with. And I went into First for Fabrics on Sunday, had a little chat with Julie, hi Julie, and asked for some advice on lining fabric because I knew I wanted something quite plain because this is so in your face. So I took along a little sample of the fabric with the different colours. First for Fabrics have got a really good range of plain viscoses, which are all, I think they were something like £4 a metre, which is amazing. And they had such an amazing range. And I actually managed to match up all of these little dots, these splodges, with a fabric that they had. And I was kind of choosing between two in the end, and Julie pushed me towards this one, and I agree with her, to be honest. And it is this beautiful red viscose. So as you can see, you've got the red splodges that it matches in with, and I just think that is going to look absolutely incredible. I'm very excited. So yeah, I've got my lining fabric, I've got my outer fabric, and it's going to become the Eden coat. Now I don't know how much of that I'll get done over the weekend, but that's my first project that I'm going to take. A little bit more tea. Now the next project I'm going to take is a pair of shorts. Now I wanted to take something that was a bit more fitted for the bottom half, because I thought while I've got the assistance of Sarah, who's a bit of an expert in fitting trousers and jeans, I thought it would be daft not to take advantage of that. And I'm not quite ready to take a pair of jeans along. The pattern I've got for jeans is the Morgan jeans, and I didn't have any fabric for it, and I didn't want to buy new fabric for that. But I did get this pattern for Christmas, which is the Lander pants, and I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to take this along and hopefully make the shorts version. So we have got the shorts, which are view A, and then we've got two different versions of the full length pants. So I'm going to go for the shorts. I think they'll be really nice for the summer months. I've got some fabric already in my collection that I got from Sew Me Sunshine a little while ago. It's a remnant, but there'll be enough to make the shorts. And it's this lovely sort of, is it an olive green? Not sure, or more of a khaki. I think this was described as a cotton twill. It's quite structured, and I think that'll be perfect for those shorts. So I'm going to take those along, and hopefully Sarah will help me with the fitting, and they will become a lovely pair of Landers for the summer. And I think that will be enough to be getting on with for the 3 days, but I'm going to take a couple of other things along just in case I need a break from those more intense projects. Intensive projects. So I'm going to take along a couple of fabrics for an Ogden cami, which I've made a few times before, but my mum's actually going to be making that pattern while we're there for the first time. So I thought if I take a couple of fabrics along that I could make one with, we could always sort of do some synchronised sewing and sort of, you know, encourage each other along with the different steps. So the two fabrics that I'm going to take along in case I make an Ogden. First of all, this lovely Atelier Brunette viscose, and it's this smoky colourway with the little diamond detail on. When I was in New York, I had a little look in Topshop just to get some inspiration, and they had some lovely little cami tops which looked very similar to the Ogden, maybe slightly more cropped. But here, where the straps attached to the front, they had like a ring, a plastic ring. So the strap attached to the plastic ring, and then the top attached to the plastic ring. So it just gave it a bit of a more interesting detail, and I wanted to recreate that. So I bought a couple of those plastic rings. I should show you them really, but I haven't got them right now. And I thought I could try and recreate that look. So yeah, I thought that would look really nice with sort of the ring detail addition to the straps. The other fabric that I thought I would take along, just on the off chance that I've got some extra time, is this lovely animal print. I think it's a satin, and this was in the most recent So Hayley Jane box, so I've got a metre of that. I know that my mum's taken this same fabric along to make the Ogden cami with, so we may become twins. But I thought I would take that along anyway and see if I get time. And I think that is definitely enough to be getting on with, but I am going to take along, just in case, my incredible pastel striped seersucker that I got in New York, and the Untitled Thoughts Amelie dress, just in case I fancy moving on and having a little go at that while I'm there. But I know I've talked about that in a previous video. I want to make the backless version. It will look super cute, so that may come with me as well. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing all about my sewing retreat and the plans that I've got for that retreat. I look forward to sharing some of that with you. I'm hoping to film a little bit while I'm there and be able to sort of show you that in a future video. Again, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I attended a sewing retreat at Guthrie and Garney last July, and that was just an incredible experience, and it really sparked kind of my, not obsession, but my absolute love for sewing and dressmaking. So I'm hoping this is a similarly wonderful experience. So thank you so much for watching today. If you don't subscribe but you would like to see more from me, please hit the subscription button, and hopefully I'll see you again soon with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye. So I'm here today to talk to you about my sewing plans for this weekend, and I'm going to sneeze.